It was later actually placed in a bag like this.
Yes.
By who?
By Sergeant Brett Yarl.
So the item that's in that, do you know what's in that bag?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is that the item you collected?
Yes, sir.
Judgment offer states 159.
Your Honor, I object as...
Right away, the defense jumps in with a strong objection. This is not just drama. This could impact the entire case. Chain of custody becomes the biggest question in the room.
May we approach?
No, I'm
Okay. Your Honor, she didn't collect it. We don't have a chain of custody on this. She admitted that she didn't put it in the bag. So how does she know what is in the bag is what was taken to the locker?
Right. Your objection at this point is to stay.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So the next, that's on the 15th, correct?
Yes.
And with regard, what did you do next with regard to this case involving the instrument?
And Your Honor, you would also object to having State's Exhibit 158 displayed without the witness testifying to it?
158 has been admitted into evidence.
Exactly, Your Honor, but we would object to them leaving it up on the screen while the witness is not testifying to it.
Oh, that's overruled. Go ahead.
What did you do next? We said you collected the box that you just talked about with the Barbies in it. What did you do next?
So the next day was January 6th. That is when the FBI ERT team met me back at the Wise County Sheriff's Office jail, where the van 1 was, and that's where we called it DNA Day. It was when we searched the van for DNA using an alternative light source.
And so again, kind of the same questions I've asked you before. When the FBI shows up, do you get to participate with the FBI when they're doing their business?
No.
And so with regard to anything they did, we would need to ask the FBI.
Yes.
And then are you, similarly, what I asked you before, the carrier of evidence from point A to point B?
Yes.
And so any evidence they collected on that day on January 6th of 2023, I didn't ask you, is that January 6th of 2023?
Yes.
The prosecution carefully limits the witness' role to avoid mistakes. They make it clear she only transported evidence, not analyzed it. One wrong step here, and the defense could destroy credibility.
And any evidence they collected, did you open any of it or tamper with it or do anything with it?
No.
Just simply carried it and put it in locket?
Yes.
Do you have any more contact with that evidence from the time at which you carried it and put it in locket?
No.
All right. What do you do next?
The next day is 110. We were advised to take the floor out of van number 1. There were some markings on the victim's face, so that were consistent with the patterns on the floor of the FedEx van.
Well, now you didn't conduct any investigation into any marks on the victim or anything like that, did you?
No.
You were instructed to go and simply take the floor panels out.
Yes.
And was that just you?
Yes, sir.
Who else was with you?
Sergeant Brett Yarl.
And so, what did y'all have to do to remove the floor panels from the vehicle?
May I go to my report?
Yeah. Well, let me just ask you. I'm going to speed this up a little bit here. When you remove them, does that include unscrewing them from the floor?
Yes.
And does that remove, actually physically?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Sustained. Don't lead your witness.
What do you have to do to remove these panels from the vehicle?
We have to unbolt them from the chassis of the truck and then remove them one by one.
And when that's done,
Now the focus shifts to physical evidence inside the van. Floor patterns and markings could connect directly to the victim. Even small details like stickers can suggest hidden intent.
what do you do with them?
We bagged them in brown paper since they were so big and they were in 5 or 6 different pieces. We'd have to bag them separately, and then we tagged them with our initials.
And is that you and CSI Sergeant Yarrow?
Yes.
Get all that done, do you then tag those and place them in evidence?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor, still leading.
Don't lead your witness.
Once they're all collected and put in the brown paper, what do you do with them?
I take them to locker number 1.
And any other contact with those items?
No.
Now, did you then go back out and take a look at the arrest vehicle in January of 23, at the end of January?
Yes, that's correct.
What did you do on late January of 2023?
We were looking for a piece of paper or a sticker, decal of some sort that was placed over the video camera.
Okay. And who were you with?
Sergeant Brett Yarrow.
And were you able to locate any evidence?
Yes, we located a number of FedEx tags. We found out that they were actually FedEx
Objection, Your
tags.
Honor.
I'm sorry.
That's based on hearsay.
Overruled.
Go ahead.
We found out that they were FedEx tags, and we collected an abundance of amount of FedEx tags from the FedEx van.
When you say FedEx tags, what are we talking about? Can you describe what a FedEx tag is for the jury?
So it's a small tag that has general information. May I refer to the pictures on the box?
Just give us a general description, then we'll talk.
They have names, sometimes tracking numbers, or a barcode, or some sort of identifying marker on it.
And these particular tags, are they as big as a sheet of notebook paper?
No.
Are they small?
Yes.
And these were things you were looking for in the vehicle?
Yes.
How many do you think you collected?
There were quite a few.
What did you do with them when you collected them?
We bagged them, we taped the bag, and we put them into our evidence locker.
With regard to those stickers, do you have any other contact with those once that's done?
No.
All right. What next? What happens next? In your role as a CSI in this case?
That is it for me. That was it for me.
Let me ask you, did you participate in removing the black boxes from these vehicles?
Yes.
Do you remember when that was?
In the month of January, shortly after removing the floors.
And was it you who removed the black box or someone else?
No, someone else.
Who was that person, if you remember?
He was a trooper, Patrick. That's his first name.
So how does this come about that these black boxes are removed by the trooper? How does that happen?
We were just advised to meet him out there, that he had to pull some information off of the vans, and that there's a black box located in each FedEx van that could have vital information on it.
Did you actually do anything that day or just be present?
No, I was just present.
Now, we've gone through several things so far. Did you do anything else with regard to this case after you observed the trooper pull in the black boxes?
No.
That was at the end of February of 23, is that right?
I'm not really for sure. It was around the January, February. Yes.
So at that point in time, are you still employed as a CSI sergeant at that time?
Yes.
And between the rest of that time, and I guess I ask you, I don't see you in uniform. You're no longer employed by the Wise County Sheriff's Office. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And so when was your last day at the Sheriff's Office?
In October of 23.
Okay. So how many months is that after you were done participating in this case?
7, 8.
7 to 8 months after this. Let me just ask you, were you fired from the SO, the
No.
Sheriff's Office?
No, sir.
Did you resign?
Yes.
What is your status with the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement?
I am no longer a basic peace officer.
Okay. And when you resigned from that, what was your designation when you resigned? Honorable or dishonorable?
Honorable.
Now, I'm going to ask you about this because I'm sure the defense will in a minute. At some point after this, did you have a little bump in your CSI career?
Yes.
And let's talk about that. Were you participating in an investigation into another murder committed in Wise County
Yes.
when this incident occurred?
Yes.
And was that also another murder that was charged as a capital murder?
Yes.
When did that murder occur, if you remember?
In June 2023.
So how many months after you were participating in this case here?
A year and some days.
You said how many?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was in 22. It was, I don't know. I'm not counting.
Several months.
Several months.
In the end, every step of evidence handling is under scrutiny. One weak link can change how the jury sees everything. This is how courtroom strategy shapes the final outcome.